And we want to go straight to our lesson for today. I have titled it The Divine Game. I just remembered a quote from Louise that talked about the game that we'll play is forgetting and remembering. So what we gather each time is to remind of ourselves and refresh our memories of these things, these gems that we know of. Because one thing about life and is that once we keep hearing something, we have a higher chance of practicing that and becoming that truth that we always talk about. So this title is this lesson is entitled Divine Game. So welcome once again to our gathering. For every of our classes and our meeting, our aim is to transform our lives for empowered living. That's also our mission statement. We want to live that empowered life. We want to live our lives from that place of connection, now where we know that everything is working out for our own good, where we would, even in the midst of the troubled times, we are always looking for good because there is good always, where we know that the universe, all it does is to conspire to bring good to us. So we want to view life as a divine game, as a purposeful and meaningful journey that is guided by spiritual principles. There are principles for this game of life that we play, that we are in. So in this class, we know life is not a competition against others, but a journey towards self-discovery and self-improvement. We are constantly, as we align ourselves with the divine, with this truth, we discover ourselves. We know more things about ourselves, and we're able to raise our consciousness. So we gather each time to learn how to ignite this flame of our potential. We often say that we have this power within us, this potential, latent energy. When we hear and practice these principles, we ignite that potential and we use it for our own good. So remember, this game, this sacred game, it's not about winning or outshining others, but about becoming the best version of yourself, about cleaning up and becoming a better person every time. As you align ourselves with the truth, we become better and better, and we learn more ways and get attuned to the prompting of the Spirit. It's about aligning with the divine flow of good always. There's good everywhere. There's good always. So what we do is we want to get dovetailed with the good, align with it. It's about embracing challenges and embracing failures. And one of our lessons, we talked about failures, that because we know the power in our words. So we said failures, we rather see failures as experiments, trials that we've made and not succeeded. And we've learned better ways to do it. They're experiments. So for every experiment that didn't turn out well, we've learned something from it and something one way not to do it again. So we're embracing the truth that comes from it all, from all the challenges, knowing that the universe, it's always conspiring for our good. All it does is to bring good to us. We also know that everything, not some things, not a few things, everything, all things, they are working out for our own good. So when we face challenges, we want to see the good in that because we know ultimately it's working out for our own good. So each one of us has these unique strengths and talents, and we have our purpose. So we want to see life as a game that allows us to embrace these challenges with a sense of adventure and to recognize our role as active participants in creating our experiences. We talked about collective consciousness in the past. If you're not active, the collective consciousness plays out for you. So we would want to know that in this game of life, we are active participants. We are at the driver's seat, directing the affairs of our own life. The most important person in this life is you. And the most important work is the work that we do for yourself. And there's a quote from Eckhart Tolle. It says, "You are the universe expressing itself as a human." So we're knowing that we are divine. We are not just here. We are divine beings. These ideas we share can genuinely change your life, and you can heal any disease. You can heal any situation through these ideas. And we believe that what the mind can conceive, man can achieve. Whatever you can think of, whatever you can dream of, whatever you can see, you can achieve, if only you believe all things are possible. We also believe that there is only one life, and it is a divine life expressing through each of us. It's a divine life. So we are all connected to a greater life force. Ernest Holmes says there is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. The life that you live is perfect. Everything that is happening is bringing you to that place. Is the totality. Everything that has happened has brought you to where you are now. So each day we have a chance to see the beauty and wonder around us. It only takes someone that is alert, sensitive, to appreciate the great things, to observe that the Spirit is constantly trying to catch our attentions, directing us. It does this from the little things that we overlook, from the gentle whispers of the wind or the sun's bright rays to its setting. These are just the beautiful things around us that sometimes if we are overwhelmed in a situation, we can begin to appreciate these things and take our focus off the problem and focus on the magnificence of and the beauty of the universe and its creatures. There's a quote that I like here. "The world is full of magic things, patiently waiting for our senses to grow sharper." This is by W. Yeats. "There is abundant beauty, wonder, and extraordinary experiences in the world around us." And in this teaching, we want to always appreciate these beautiful things. However, we often overlook them because our senses or awareness are not fully attuned to recognize these marvels. So many things are happening around us. So many lessons, if we're sensitive, will pick all around us. And something about awareness. Awareness is like the sun. When it shines on things, they are transformed. We are always wanting to raise our consciousness, to raise our awareness. That's what these truths that we gather each time to discuss, it's all about. When we raise our consciousness and awareness, we are sensitive, we are able to be in that moment and we see the beauty all around us. And we're able to be sensitive to the Spirit and its direction. Awareness is the key to unlocking the beauty and marvels of life, transforming our perception, and it allows us to appreciate the wonders around us fully. So we want to learn to take time to sharpen our perception through practicing what we practice. We practice the truth. We practice being in the present moment, because there's so much power when we are in the present moment. When we are in the present moment, we are not laden by the worries of the future or the things that are past. We are all in the present moment. and we can create in the present moment. So we encourage us all to create the present moment in every situation. Anytime you are troubled, we want you to calm down and create that be here right now. Try to forget about the worries if you can and focus on being here right now. It allows us to be more observant and appreciative of the subtle and extraordinary aspects of life and the world. It also, a moment of peace. We always talk about this peace that surpasses all understanding. When you have that peace, you can reason, you can create, you can receive directions and solutions. So as we practice taking our focus off the challenges and troubles, we appreciate the simple things of life and remember that every day it's an opportunity for renewal, for growth and transformation. You wake up every day and what comes to mind is what wonderful thing it's going to happen today. We create by the words and the thoughts that we think. And we know that we are the masters of our own life. And we can always come from that place of connection. There's a quote again by Wayne there that says, "There is a divine spark in each of us, an essence of who we are that transcends the physical." You are divine. You are not just human. You are divine. Every experience, good or bad, can help us discover more about life and ourselves. So we believe in these truths because they empower us to live our best lives, that we are connected to something greater than ourselves, of which we are a part of, and we can always use this power for our own good. It's always available. So like in a game where players face obstacles, remember we were talking about the divine game, and make choices and strive for goals, our lives are filled with moments that require us to make decisions, overcome difficulties, and pursue our dreams. When in this situation, it's important to remember that the universe, it's always there to bring good to us. All it does, like I said earlier, it conspires to bring good to us. And like the scripture says, the thoughts of God for us, they are thoughts of good, to give us a hope, to give us a future, and to give us bring us to an expected end. We're talking about the divine game. Already in this game, if we understand that victory is already assured, because this universe is waiting for us to use our magic wand, and it responds to it. So the key to succeeding in this game is understanding that your thoughts, my thoughts, our beliefs significantly change our reality. And that's why we're always talking about what we feel the totality of our being with, because from that place we create. It also says that, out of the abundance of what is here, you speak. So we are here to remind you always about maintaining a positive mindset. It doesn't just happen, it's practice. So when the mind begins to go down that road, what do? Remember that you have the power, that you can change your thinking, you can change your thoughts. We say it's a thought, and a thought can be changed. And we recognize always the divine presence within us and is in the universe. This divine presence, often called God, Spirit, or universal mind, is the source of all life and creativity. And we are connected with it. We are one with it. And like any game that has rules, the divine game of life operates according to universal laws. One of the most important laws is the law of cause and effect. And what is this? It is that every action, every thought, and intention sets into motion a corresponding outcome. In other words, what you sow, you reap. Whatever you allow into your being, you see it on the outside. Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's why we always talk about putting your affirmations, say on the walls, or wherever you can see it often, so you feel yourself with it. I can do all things. I am powerful. I am blessed. I am complete. I am whole. And as you affirm this, you're becoming what you're affirming, always. Amy Fox says, what you think upon grows. Whatever you allow to occupy your mind, you magnify in your life. So it's just a simple arithmetic. Okay, I want to magnify wholeness. And I begin to affirm wholeness. I begin to see it, think it, chew it. Wholeness, I'm whole. And before you know it, you're becoming that which you confess. The words of your mouth are powerful. So we must recognize that we are always immersed in and connected to the infinite creative life force. Dr. Ernest Holmes describes as universal wholeness, which flows through everything and continuously creates and recreates our existence. I like knowing that I have everything I need for life and godliness within me. I like knowing that I can create the life that I want through my thoughts, through what I speak, and through moving my feet. So, like a fish in the ocean searching for water, we often seek the meaning of life without realizing that life is already all around us and within us. This is life. What are you making out of life? By understanding that the spirit of life permeates every cell of our bodies and every situation we encounter, we can consciously connect with this divine presence and make the most of our lives. And one great thing is that the fact that all of us, we've come to this call to listen to this truth, to remind ourselves of this truth, it's already a step in the right direction. That's a step of faith. So we all start our lives under different circumstances, often reflecting the consciousness and conditions of, our parents or our guardians. Some are born into wealth and privilege, while others face hardships and adversity from a young age. Something important, yet these initial conditions are not what define us. What truly matters is how we navigate our lives and the choices that we make. So what choices are we making today? Are you letting that challenge overwhelm you? Are you imbibing the spirit of I can do all things? We learn from everything. Everything is a teacher unto us. We talked about this earlier. Are we learning from the eagle? that faces the storm with its chest because it knows the storm collides with it and takes it higher. So if we face any challenge and behind our mind that we know that challenge is to bring us to a higher place, then we are going on with every strength, courage to conquer the storm. Example, the trees around, imagine a small tree growing in a dense forest. The trees around it tower high, blocking much of the sunlight. The soil is rocky and the water is scarce, yet the tree is determined to grow. It pushes through the rocks, stretches its leaves toward the light, and finds sustenance in the little moisture available. I mean, we keep saying this, and it takes our personal conviction to always come to realize this or to know this. There is good in every bad situation. There is good. It needs perseverance, it needs holding on to, it needs looking out for the good. So over time, the tree, it becomes a mighty tree, standing tall and resilient because it's able to persevere. This tree's growth was not dictated by its harsh beginnings, but by its persistent effort to thrive. So life is about consciousness and the choices that we make. And we're not about the blame game or blaming our past or holding on to the past or our parents or people. We know that we can change anything that is happening to us through our thoughts, through what we let into our being. We can do all things. The tree did not let the challenging environments define its destinies. Instead, they adapted, persevered, and flourished. So each time what we talk about is taking control of our lives, being at the driver's seat, dictating what happens to us. There's an ancient proverb that says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So what step do we have to take today, now? Do you need to walk, stand up, or wake up and step towards something? You're the only one that can encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. I can do this. So no matter how daunting the path may be, progress begins with our first conscious decision to move forward. Do you really want to move forward? Or are you so comfortable with the status quo? And that's why I like this question. What have you come here to be? This question would have so many answers, and it helps us channel our energy towards fulfilling purpose. So every step we take, every choice we make, every time we affirm the good, and every time we tune in to listen and share this truth is a step in the right direction. It all adds up. It all adds up. I like this quote from Rumi. It says, the wound is the place where the light enters. So you're not just seeing the problem, you're seeing that challenge as a stepping stone to greater heights, that it will bring you to a greater place of awareness. This is seeing the good in the predicament. This is what truth students do. You're not seeing the wood for being a wound, you're seeing it because that is an opening for the light to come in. So as you navigate your journey, remember that you have the power to create your reality. Our life would always reflect our consciousness, and we can never experience a life that extends beyond the boundaries of what we believe and embody. So what do you believe? Do you believe that this is the least you'll ever be, that your tomorrow will be better than today? Some may see life as an eternal struggle or a constant battle, but we can choose to view life as a game, as an adventure, where we have the Spirit directing us to victory, to abundance, to wholeness. Again, like I said earlier, life operates on law of cause and effect, meaning that what we think and believe we would manifest in our experience. Our consciousness is the key to demonstrating our desires, as it connects us to the infinite possibilities of the universe. Infinite possibilities. All things are possible. All things are possible. Just with a clause, if you believe. Another law, the law of love and law are essential principles in this divine game of life. When we embrace love, what it does, it connects us with the divine essence within and around us. And the law helps us to harness the power of our thoughts and intentions to create that life that we want, the purposeful life. So if we want to be victorious in this game of life, we must use our spiritual tools. What are these spiritual tools? Our affirmations. What are you affirming? Use them often to create the life that you want. Our spiritual mind treatment. Dr. Greg often says this is the act, the method of ridding ourselves of every negation. And not just ridding ourselves of that, we fill it with every positivity, good things, great things. Often. So you wake up in the morning, you do your treatment, you do your affirmations, you pave the way for the day. And when we do this, we cultivate a consciousness of success. I have an affirmation that would go through, then we want to hear from you all. I am a powerful creator, consciously shaping my reality with every thought and intention. I embrace the divine game of life with love and wisdom, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and transformation. I choose to see life not as a struggle, but as a joyous journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. I am open to the beauty and wonder surrounding me each day, appreciating the simple miracles of life. I am grateful for the unique strengths and talents I possess. I use these gifts to contribute to the greater good, knowing that I am an essential part of the universal wholeness. Today and every day, I affirm my potential, embrace my purpose, and step confidently into life that I am creating. I trust in the process, knowing that every experience, every moment is a step towards my highest good. And so it is.